Hi friends, it's Morgan Waggoner here, owner of Get Fit Group Fitness Studio and president of Waggoner Wellness Consulting, here for today's WOW, Word of Wellness. So today's word I'm bringing at you is ownership. We can talk about ownership Dave Ramsey style, where we talk about directing every dollar or naming every dollar that comes into our home and that leaves our home or business. We could also talk about ownership, Brendan Burchard style, where we talk about directing our day, blocking time, setting our intention in the morning, and directing our day, owning our day. We could also talk about ownership, Viktor Frankl style, psychologist who spent time in a concentration camp, one of humanity's most horrific experiences, and really observed and experienced that truly the only ownership that we have is over our attitude, and how not only that was a survival strategy, but it was also a way to help others through incredibly unimaginable hardships. We could also talk about ownership Jesus style, where Jesus himself says, do not doubt, but if you have faith, if you own faith, you can do not only what I have done, but even more. Wow, ownership like that. Ownership, teenage style, we could say ownership in the sense of accomplishment. I taught high school for 9 years, and my students would come in and we'd take a quiz or a test, or they'd have a ball game, and the next day we'd talk about how, dude, you owned that test, you owned that quiz, meaning you rocked it, you made a great grade, or you made a great play, you owned it. And obviously I'm not promoting narcissism, I'm not promoting self-inflated pride, but I am promoting, or I am wanting us to focus on the ownership of accomplishment, and how it's okay to recognize when you have been disciplined and you have worked for something, or you have experienced a horrible situation and you chose to not let that situation own you, that you continue to persevere, and you were proactively positive, and that you made accomplishments despite all circumstances. That is ownership that is worthy of praise. And so I'd like to challenge you to a fitness move to go along with our Word of Wellness today. And the move I'm going to show you is a yoga pose called Crow. Very famous, but actually there's two poses. First one is frog, one of my favorite animals. If you've come to my balance boot camp seminar and heard my testimony about frogs, there'll be more to come about that, I'm sure. But we're going to start in frog. And it looks like a frog. So we're going to start with our knees wide, hips open, and we're going to plant our palms underneath our shoulders. Fingertips are spread wide, right underneath our shoulders. And we're going to start to shift our weight, pressing outward with our elbows into our inner thighs. Not only are we using our upper body strength and our core, abs and back, but we're also using the lower body, squeezing with those inner thighs. We're going to start to shift our weight forward, of course breathing in through the nose, out the mouth, lifting one foot and then the other, breathing, balancing, focusing. If you're nervous, you can always put a towel or blanket underneath your face if you're worried about falling forward. Of course, you can always, from here, progress by dropping your head, pressing up into a tripod headstand, also split leg headstand, and one day we will own pressing all the way up into a full head handstand. So lots of options for you. I encourage you to focus, be disciplined today, and own whatever it is on your to-do list, whatever it is on your bucket list that you want to accomplish today. Peace out, Morgan Waggoner.